Math time! Yay! Now this week we'll only complete 2 lessons. We will do 76 and 77. With 77, I've kind of taken it a little bit slower only because a couple of you guys are like, I can't keep up, or it's so much. Well, like I would do in the classroom, you would have to work on it while students were doing something else. But we don't have that opportunity, and I wanted to make certain to go through this. So today we'll do 1 through 15. Those of you that don't necessarily need my help, but you'll want to grade it tomorrow, go ahead and finish the whole thing, okay? Also, I only want pictures of the completed assignment. That means all of lesson 77, and then once you grade it, then send me a picture of it, okay? So it's okay if you've already done so. I'm not worried with that. However, I'm just being inundated with emails, that's for sure. So let's look at lesson 77. You have your grid paper, and we are starting on page 539. Number 1 says, use this information in this pictograph below to answer the parts A, B, and C. So it says, consumed by Matt in 1 day. Somebody's walking around stalking Matt. All right, so water, tea, milk, juice. So 1 cup is equivalent, one of the little drawn cups is equivalent to the cup, 8 ounces. So how many pints of liquid did Matt drink in 1 day? Now we got to remember how much is in a pint. Anybody? Okay, how many are in an ounce? Okay, so 1 cup is 8 ounces, all right? So let's look at, it says, how many pints of liquid did Matt drink in 1 whole day? So we need to count all of those, help me here, all of those cups. So when I look at all of his cups, where am I here? Okay, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I count 14 cups of liquids. And according to our chart, each one of those cups is equal to 8 ounces. So I could say 14 times 8. Okay, what's 4 times 8? 32. Carry my 3. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 3 is 112 ounces. But that's not what they're asking. They're asking pints. Well, 2 cups is equivalent to 1 pint. So that means 16 ounces of liquid is 1 pint. So if I have 14 cups, or 14 8 ounces cups, I would have 7 pints. Good job. Okay, that was A by itself. Yikes, let's look at B. B says Matt drank twice as much water as he did what other beverage? Twice as much water as he did what? Okay, so I'm looking at water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what's half of 6? 3. So I look at my chart, my little pictograph, and the only liquid that equals 3 is juice. So for B, your answer would be juice, because it's half of the water that he drank. He drank exactly 1 quart of what beverage? Okay. 2 cups equal a pint, right? 2 pints equal a quart, or 4 cups equal a quart. Remember our little chart with the gallon sign? It had the little pint and it had the 4 little blue cups inside of it? Yeah. All right, so let's think here. So 1 quart is the equivalent to 4 8-ounce cups. Well, when I look at that, the only answer can be milk. There you go. All right, now let's look at number 2. There were 4 rooms. 1/4 of the 56 guests gathered in each room. How many guests were in each room? What percent of the guests were in each room? 1/4 of 56. Help me here, help me here. 1/4 of 56. Yes, we know of means multiply, so I'm going to say 1/4 times 56 over 1 is going to give me 56 over 4. Now that's going to give me my think cloud. 4 goes into 56 how many times? Well, so again, you don't have to do the think cloud if you don't need to, because I want you to be able to do it mentally. That's why it's called a think cloud. But 4 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. When I subtract, I get 1. I bring down my 6. 4 goes into 16 4 times, because 4 times 4 is 16. So, you see where I am here? So your answer, 1/4 of 56 is 14, and here it was people, 14 people. 1/4, think about this, remember when we use 1/4, this is 1/4, this is 1/4, this is 1/4, and this is 1/4. I want you to think about that little circle there. And if I divide it into 4 equal parts, okay, 4 equal parts, think about a dollar bill. It has 4 quarters that equal $1, right? So the question that it asks is, 1, how many guests were in each room? We said 14. What percent of the guests were in each room? So I have 14, 14, 14, 14, and what in each room, it equals 25%. Light bulb. I think some of yours came on. I think you're getting it. All right. Oh, goodness. All right, here we go. Estimate which of these arrows could be pointing at 2,500 or 2,500. So I look at my little scale and it gives me a mark of 2,000 all the way to 3,000. Well, 2,500 or 2,500 would be right in the middle, right? So when you look at 3, obviously the answer would be B, because it looks like it's the arrow that's closest to the middle of those 2 points. So B is correct. Number 4, Zoe estimated the sum of 682 plus 437 plus 396 by first rounding each add-in or each number to the nearest 100. What was Zoe's estimate of the actual sum? So what are you going to round 682? Andy, you're going to round it to 700. That's exactly right. Violet, what are you going to round 437 to? 400. Okay, good. So I have 700 plus 400. And now I have 396, Ray. What would I round that to? 400. That's exactly right. So if I have 400 plus 400, that's 800. 800 plus 700 is 1,500 or 1,500. That's how you would find the estimate, and Zoe would be correct. All right, number 5. What fraction of this set is shaded? So they give us this little, almost looks like a little digital flower, right? And if we count, there's 6 around the, like little 6 petals, and in the middle, there's 1. And only 1 of these 7 items are shaded. Only 1 is shaded. And the question is, what fraction of this set is shaded? You see that little right here? 1/7. That's exactly what it would be. 1/7. Okay? And when I'm typing or sending you answers, my I don't have the font that shows a fraction, so you may see it like this, and that's the same thing. Okay, I don't want to confuse you, but it is the same thing as a fraction. Okay, 1/7. All right, so where are we now? We are on number 6. Let's call him Javon. Javon weighed 9 pounds when he was born. How many ounces is that? How many ounces are in a pound? How many ounces are in a pound? Dev, how many ounces are in a pound? 16. So if he weighed exactly 9 pounds and I want to know how many ounces he actually weighed, this is what I'm going to do. What is 6 times 9, Dev? 6 times 9. Yes, 54. Put my 4, carry my 5. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 5. Did you get 144 ounces? Ding, 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 ding. You are correct. Now, the next one is a little, like a little measuring centimeter ruler, and it's asking us a couple things. It says the segment below is how many centimeters long? And it's pretty obvious. They have it right there. It's 4 centimeters. Okay, so that's A, 4 centimeters. B, the segment is how many millimeters long? How many millimeters are in a centimeter? 10. 10 times 4 is 40. So your answer would be 40 millimeters. All right. Number 8. A company was sold for $7,450,000. Use words to write that amount. Well, I just said it to you. $7,450,000. All right, you can pause me. If you need to pause me, go ahead and make certain you spell it correctly, but they just want you to write it completely out. You know that you have a comma between 7,000,000 and 450,000. All right. Number 9. Each side of a hexagon is 1 foot long. How many inches is its perimeter? Okay. So a hexagon has 6, and it's 1 foot long, so that's 12 inches. So I would do 12 inches, which is the same as 1 foot, times 6 sides of the hexagon. So, it's almost a hexagon. So if this is 1 foot for each one, I also know that means that it's also 12 inches, right? You with me? Okay, so they want to know the perimeter in inches, not feet. So I would say 12 times 6. Okay, 6 times 2, 12, carry your 1. That's 6 plus 1 is 7. So it would be 7 inches. The perimeter. What in the world did I just do? The perimeter is 72 inches. Now, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They are literally adding and subtracting. I am not doing those with you. However, I will help you on number 11 because there is an unknown factor here, and you are trying to solve for the subtrahend. So, what you're going to do is you're going to subtract the number they give you from the minuend, or the number on top, to come up with the subtrahend. You're like, what? Okay, remember minuend minus subtrahend equals the difference. So we have to know our parts of that subtraction problem, okay? So we have minuend minus subtrahend equals the difference. The way we remember this is when the subtrahend is missing, we're going to subtract. So they give us 42,718 minus K is going to equal 26,054. So this is our problem. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this number here and we're going to subtract it from this number here, and it will give us this number. All right? So take this, subtract that, and that's what K will equal. All right, and I think there's one more. Yeah, number 15. You're just multiplying. It's 3 digits times 1 digit, and I know you can do this. Remember to carry over when you need to, all right? And once you get to 15, you can stop, or you can just continue on if you want to. Don't send me the picture until we have the entire lesson completed and graded.